Lawson kicks to Howard. Harden outside. Odiunas a screen on Butler. Back to Howard. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Chicago leading by 5. Outside Rose. Pass to Gibson. And he converts the layup. Gibson's got 7.
And Harden able to get wherever he wants on the court. I mean, he can muscle you, but he's also got that Euro step and all those moves that just leave you in a dizzy.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That's going to send Dwight Howard to the line. That's on Joakim Noah.
You know, and Harden, you think about how elusive he is, but at the same time, he's a guy that seeks contact. I mean, he'll entice a defender to try and reach in, and a master salesman when it comes to getting those refs to blow the whistle.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Rose dishes to Butler. From deep. The Bulls keep it alive.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Now in transition is Brewer. Here we go.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Lawson against Rose. Jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game. Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Gibson with the steal. And here we go. Dunleavy heading to the hoop. And finished off by Rose.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their 3rd best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
The Bulls making a switch here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Pass to Mirotic from deep 3-point range. Shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. Jones sets the pick for Ariza. Jones with the screen on Gasol. Here's Beverly, and stolen by Mirotic. Heinrich with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Here's Heinrich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that one's good by Noah. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Noah with a screen for Hinrich. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Heinrich's got his first points of the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. "20 seconds left in the first half. Brooks against Beverly. Now here's Brooks. Mirotic the screen. Brooks kicks to Hinrich. No good with the triple. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 5-point lead. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they need to be much more aggressive on offense. Try to get to the foul line more. It's called a charity strike for a reason. They haven't shown they want it, Ernie. Everybody wants charity. Me too. I like charity. If they don't get more aggressive, they might have a hard time in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Modiunas and Howard the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter, and it's Lawson in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got the first points of the second half here for the Bulls. Rockets trail by 7.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
And he gets it to go.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Rose up on top. Lawson defending. And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Noah. Noah with another miss.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Butler on the wing, guarded by Harden. They get it back, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Both shots good from the stripe.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
Gasol passes to Dunleavy. Back to Gasol. It's good from the top of the key. Gasol's got 4 this quarter. Rockets trail by 7.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
Odiunas sets a screen for Lawson. In the corner, it's Brewer. Just 3 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 7, and even 3-on-3 break. Here's Butler. That's good. Butler's got 6 points.
Excellent, excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
Rose against Lawson. The dish to Brewer. Screen by Howard. A 3-ball. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist from Corey Brewer. Ariza's got his first 3 points of the game.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Rose dishes to Butler. Gibson the screen. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. And stolen by Ariza. And it's Houston on the break. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Howard.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And a miss there on the triple. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the inside. Odiunas. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Lawson's got his 4th assist in this one. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
It's tipped. On the wing, Brewer to tie, and that one's good. Brewer's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Brooks kicks to Gasol. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Dishes it to Beverly for the lead, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Beverly's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets. And for Lawson, he is great when he attacks. He does obviously create well for his team on drives. Interesting player, certainly, but playing with a team that's growing and pretty young around it.
A good point. And, you know, last season, Lawson averaged about 13 points for his team off of his own drives. I mean, that means 13 points a night would be a direct result of him attacking the rim. That's second in the league and a stat that only trailed James Harden.
I think that would surprise some people.
Yes.
There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Brooks against Beverly. Brooks, the pass to Gasol. The Rockets pull it in.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Brooks with it. Mirotic, the screen. For 3, Hinrich. That's good. Heinrich's got 5 points so far.
Hey.
Harden. Shot is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Rockets on top, leading by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And here is Brooks. So for Chicago right now, Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. Noah is out there at Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the point.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Harden left side. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Harden's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Now Brooks. Outside Butler. Lets it go. Nails the wide open jump shot. Rockets leading by 3. It's Harden with the drive. Shot's good.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Mirotic the screen. Here's Dunleavy. Ariza covering. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Howard with the steal. And here we go. Rockets running again. And Butler sends it back. Mirotic dishes to Brooks. Butler from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And that's now 11 points for Jimmy Butler.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high percentage looks.
Noah's shot is off. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And yes, sir, that one drops. 14 points for Derrick Rose.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
It's Harden with the drive, and he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 3.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Rose. It's Chicago with another bucket.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
It's Harden with the drive, and that one's good.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the W.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Lawson against Rose. Clock at 6. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Lawson drives in. Here's Moniunas, and the shot is good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Rose against Lawson. Count it, and the Houston lead's been cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Derrick Rose. Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 2. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Rose with the block to tie it up. And it's Butler laying it in. Butler's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Now a timeout called by Houston. The score knotted at 58. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. On the wing, Harden. Rose against Lawson. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Gasol. And they're able to recover.
Tremendous output from Howard. He's got 11 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
On the wing, Brewer. Another miss by Houston. Bulls have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. That gives them the lead. 22 points for Rose.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Noah with a screen on Lawson. Noah the screen. Rose passes to Noah. Here's Harden. Some solid defense from Butler.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
The feed to Moniunas. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Butler against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airborne.
From deep, Rose. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on the win, James. And what did it take for the team to make the push necessary to put yourselves in position to win tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run. It had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall and came with a victory.
It was a decisive run, James. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, when Dwight uses his physical presence and athleticism to the max, he's nearly impossible to stop. He's got the body of a center, but the hops of a swing man. Just got to put it all together now.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.